Do some cards and see if Gabby Petito wants to chime in from the other side. Gabby Petito. Gabby Petito. Okay, first card we have out, Hanged Man. Okay. So this could be, you know, again, we have something of the transformation there. She's not going anyplace anytime soon, and seeing from a different perspective, okay? So let's see what she has to say if she's seeing from a different perspective. The challenge is so things being blocked, putting out there. Let's see what else we have with this. Okay. Conscious thoughts are about government. I think those that are, you know, in the search, higher knowledge, higher wisdom. Could be that she's on the other side and seeing from a higher perspective now. Okay. The way she sees herself. Queen of Cups. Okay. She sees herself as someone with compassion. Okay, seeing from a higher elevation, which is what usually happens. If you leave the form, you're in a different space. You're in a space of love. You're in a space of fulfillment. Okay. Subconscious thoughts. Yeah, that she's in a position now of direct energy, the energy of the universe, that love, that divine is. Energy surrounding this. One of victory. Victory just blossoming. Okay. Victory of blossoming. What's above it? Yeah, temperance. Okay. So coming more into balance. Her energy and stuff is coming more into balance where she's at. Below it, below it is looking at your long-term benefits, things that you learned while you were here, while she was here on Earth. Yeah, what you've planted, what you're sowing, looking at all of that. In the past, yeah, in the past was definitely feeling beleaguered, okay? In the past, she had a lot of stuff that was mentally not the best framework, okay? She was not in a good framework. It was filled with fears, trepidations, you know, like that ugly thing we have here. Okay, so in the past, she was very beleaguered mentally. So she's saying, I was not in a good mental framework. Okay. Hopes and fears about the emperor. Okay. Yeah, about maybe coming to a more solidified, seeing a solidified, how do I want to put it? Someone that's confident. Short term, yeah, you reap what you sow, basically. So what is the net you've woven for yourself? Okay. What have you gathered and collected? What are the sticking points in your life? Okay. You weave the web. Okay. You weave the web and gather and collect all of these experiences in the transitory world. Okay. Okay. The end point is Nine of Cups, wish-fulfilling card, wish-fulfilling, okay. And so it's, you overlook your life, the things that you did, the things you didn't do. She's looking at the fact that when she was here, she was in mental turmoil, okay. And I think she's hoping, and fear is also for Brian to come to a place of steadiness, to come to a place of, beneficial, grounded. And so now she's at the point of, again, the Hangman over there looking from a different view, okay. And we have the last card is wish-fulfilling, the wish-fulfilling card, okay. Taking time and seeing just what it is that you want. And again, above it was what were the sticking points? What did you manufacture? Where did you get caught before? What was the drama that was going on? And now that you are out of it and you can see those sticking points where you were at, now you can go back and review things and see where to move forward for your next go-round, okay? So again, the past, we had a lot of mental turmoil, fears, driven by fears, angst, just not being, and underneath wanting to have that stability. She did not have a lot of that stability in life. And so now that's what she's wanting to gain, is that sense of stability, that sense of, how can I put it into words? Wanting to be able to own things, being a person that knows where they're going, somebody that's settled, somebody that's confident. That's what I want, confident. Somebody that's confident rather than ruled by fears and trepidation and just, depending. It was like, I keep getting the feeling that she was very codependent, okay, codependent. And so she wants her own stability, to go forward for that. So she's over there in her power, they're in a new power and victory, okay? They're out of the suffering. When you go and you leave the form, you're out of suffering. And so above that, it's coming to more balance, a place of balance, and a place of looking towards your next part of existence. What is it you want to plant? What is it that you want to long term? Where is it you want to go? Because now she's in a place higher dimension. We've got the Hierophants, the higher dimensions, and a place of compassion, love. Okay, a place of compassion and love. And she is out of the mix now. At this present time, you know, she's hanging out up there and going through transformations, seeing things from a different view. You see it from a higher viewpoint. And the challenge is probably to let go of the things that she's holding, not letting in. Okay, some of those things. Willing to look, you know, at some of the darker areas. Okay. So I like this one. In the cave, we have the bat, and they have to put out the sonar, to hit these things. So it's kind of like that. The challenge is now seeing from a higher perspective and opening up to maybe a few things that she doesn't as well want to look at so closely yet. Some things maybe she's still a little guarded about, okay? But yeah, once you're out of the form, there's not this feeling of a revenge or anything like that. It's the feeling that she is trying to gain some stability, you know, and looking at her own things and seeing where she was so codependent and ruled by fear, ruled by, you know, a lot of drama that fueled her life. And it's now wanting to come to a point of that feeling of it being in control, having foresight, having enough knowledge and wisdom that she can be, rather than being clinging to someone, needing to cling to someone for affirmation, that she can have that strength within her own right, okay? Her own right of strength. Because, yeah, she was feeling very codependent and looking for validation from others. She didn't have that within herself. She didn't have enough the validation within herself and that strength to be on her own. So that's what she's looking at, the web that was woven, you know, and the things, sticking points of what took place in the transitory world, and wanting to come to a place within herself where she has that sense of control, that sense of fulfilled within herself, rather than looking for fulfillment from someone else. And I think we see that so many times here. You always are having somebody that you're looking to them to fulfill you. I've got a hole, and you're supposed to, you know, you're supposed to fill that hole. You're supposed to make it right for me, okay? And when it doesn't happen, there's that feeling of frustration, and then there's this explosion, and, you know, and somebody else cannot fill a hole for you. You have to fill it for yourself. So that's what I'm getting from Gaby. The other side, she's going through that time of looking at your life, reassessing it, and seeing, you know, where you had been and where you want to go, okay? The burden is off now. The burden is off. The challenge for her, though, is to look at some of those, to open up to some of those things that she's not ready to see, perhaps, at this point. It's still, some things are kind of blocked, some things. But she is getting a overview and saying that she wants to develop within herself, in her next life experience, the experience of being grounded and being somebody that is self-fulfilled, okay? Not looking for validation from somebody else, okay? Not being ruled by fears and ruled by, it's like that feeling of the kids' room, at night, and the boogeyman's gonna come, oh my God, it's that type of a feeling. I don't want to be ruled by the boogeyman anymore, Oh my God, what's there? Oh my God, that feeling of anxiety. That feeling of anxiety that there's something there and there's really nothing there, but there's that anxiety in place of, and looking again, primarily looking for somebody else for validation. She wants to be a leader instead of looking for somebody else to lead, to take her out of the fear mode and drama mode. She wants to, in the next time, to be a person to validate. I keep getting the feeling of validating, being able to validate others, that somebody that others can look up to for validation and strength, rather than her looking for somebody to cling to for that. And of course, not getting it. She's in a volatile thing and looking for something that he can't give. He doesn't have it to give, okay? So she's seeing now that she has to have that within herself. She cannot look for that from somebody else. That you have to have that within yourself. Don't expect somebody else to give it for you. So I get that feeling that she's putting that out as a FYI for people, for women. Don't look for validation. Don't look for somebody else to fill the hole. That you need to find that strength within yourself, and it is there, but you've got to dig deeper. You've got to let go of this needing to cling to an externalized thing for your support, for your validation, for your life experience, okay? So I feel that that's it. I feel her energy kind of receding now. So I'm going to leave this here. Thank you, Gaby, for coming in and for giving that out. Okay, appreciate it. Love and light. See you online. What, Mr. Max? Are you going to give me a kiss? Oh, that's very sweet, Mr. Max.